Or maybe even the watch commander. So who do you trust, Cole? I made up my mind a long time ago.
KGBL calling car 14 Adam. 14 Adam, come in.
Go ahead, KGPL.
14 Adam, see the detective, an ambulance shooting at 6th and Industrial Street. Unit 16 William requests uniformed assistance for an evidence search. 14 Adam, code 2.
Roger, 14 Adam en route.
الكلاسيكية من روك ستار. طبعا تو شغلت اللعبة
Here we go again. They don't request uniforms for an evidence search unless there's some kind of catch. Ever the optimist. And the beam of sunshine himself.
يسوي تحقيقات. اللعبة طبعا شوي يعني اللي عنده انجليزيته وسط. يعني اللي ضعيف بالانجليزي بيتعب شوي. يعني
Floyd Rose, homicide. You might back up?
Yes, sir. Phelps and Dunn, Wilshire Division.
We had a shooting took place down this alleyway. We have the Vic, Scooter Payton, a Negro male bagged up and on his way to Central Morgue. Witness says a tall white guy, our shooter, put 2 in the Vic's head and then threw his piece. I need you guys to try and recover the gat.
You want us to look anywhere in particular?
Give it your best shot, guys. The dead guy's a lowlife. I'm not expecting any miracles here.
And if we recover the weapon?
Bag it and return it to technical services.
You hurry it up, Floyd. We got places
here.
to be.
Happy hunting.
This is a fist hump. Just going through the motions.
Probably right. Let's just get it over and done.
All right, have it your way. We'll search right up to the back wall. If you still don't come up with anything, come find me and we'll talk it out. 2 heads are always better than 1.
لازم يعني هو تحقيقات وانا بصراحه احب يعني التحقيقات من هذه.
Look at this junk.
ممتاز. انظر الى هذه الخردة. خلنا نشوف الخردة هذه وش هي.
It's not my job to pick through other people's trash.
ضغطنا اكس. شوف وش فيها.
Nothing significant.
ما سمعت ايش قال لا شيء. اوكي زي هذا مثلا أدلة باك ستوري.
Cole, come take a look at this.
Dr. Fontaine, could I have a word?
Of course, young man.
I really enjoyed your lecture, Doctor. Psychiatry seems to have a tremendous amount to offer.
Why, thank you. I'm always happy to receive acknowledgement for my work. The mind is the last great mystery in medicine. Are you thinking of specializing, Mr.
Sheldon, or Courtney Sheldon. I'm only in 2nd year, Doctor. They fast-tracked me a year because of my experience during the war.
Ah.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. Battle fatigue and collapse under duress. Can it be helped?
I would say yes, given the right set of circumstances. Trauma forces the mind to close down, retreat in on itself. We try to find ways to unlock the mind again through a combination of therapy and drug treatment. Hypnosis and therapy are powerful tools in the right hands, Sheldon.
I've been to visit some of the guys at the VA hospital. A good friend of mine, he's so far away. It's like he's wandering around.
You went through a lot together.
Yes, Doctor.
Give me his details and I'll make a prognosis. I have a number of clinics in Los Angeles, Courtney Sheldon, and your penance for your friend's help is to come and work at one of them in your spare time, with what little spare time a medical student has. Is that a deal?
Is it ever? I can't thank you enough.
I'm not promising a cure, Courtney. I want you to remember that. Every physician has patients that he cannot hope to cure, for whom he can only smooth the path to death.
بصراحة ما ادري وش السالفة. ما فهمت شيء. Shrink says the mind is the final frontier. ما ادري بصراحة وش. طيب خليها. خلاص. هنا وش فيه؟
good to me.
خلها. هذه مختلفة.
Probably nothing.
خلاص. خلاص. في شيء على الأرض. هذه ليش
This
طايحة؟
doesn't pertain to the case.
أوكي خلاص. الحين لازم إذا راح عندي شيء لازم أضغط عنده إكس فبجرب هنا أضغط إكس. خلاص أوكي. طبعا اليد تهز إذا رحت مكان يعني. كويس ما في شيء لحد الآن. أظن ما في شيء يعني ما في شيء هنا هزت اليد هزت.
I
ممتاز.
doubt it.
فرشاة خلها. أنا ما شفتها شلون هو؟ هذا وشو؟ في شيء يلمع هنا. سيجارة.
I don't think so.
لا طيب خلها. فيبي لها هي رواقة. هذه طبعا الجريمة. أذكر طبعا الأحداث هذه بس قدام ما أدري وش يصير. طيب دليل جديد.
Shooter put him up against the wall and blew his brains out.
Hell of a way to go.
شكله حط على الباب.
Doesn't really matter how you go once you're gone.
Don't get all deep on me, Phelps.
خلاص.
I tell you, I'm jinxed. I always get landed with this crap.
Let's go, Ralph.
Not right now.
أنا قاعد أناديه الحين.
Advice?
أجرب الحين.
Have a good look around. It could be anywhere.
قاعد أضغط إكس. ما شاء الله شوف قاعد يناظر بعيونه.
We're never gonna find it. It's a waste of time.
طيب خلاص. شو؟ هنا ما في شيء. أذكر طبعا هنا في قزازة هذه. إنك إذا نظرت فيها بتشوف مسدس منعكس على السطح. شفت قزيته؟
Ralph, there's something on the rooftop.
How the hell did you see that?
A reflection in the window. Looks like it might be our weapon. I'm gonna see if I can find a way up there.
All right. Don't hurt yourself.
كيف شفت البتاع هذا؟ قلت له أنا خبرة يا أبوي. اركض خلاص. أطوى. في شيء مثلا. هذا وشو؟ يا عم يترك القزازة.
The gun's up on the roof, right? So we need to find a way up.
طيب خلينا نشوف هناك في شيء. أرقى من الماسورة. طيب أوكي. سيجارة ممكن.
Circumstantial.
What kind of chumps do these homicide guys think we are?
ارقى البتاع ارقى. ممتاز. خلينا نشوف هنا وش فيه. هذا لا.
How you doing, Cole? Found it yet?
اي بس اصبر شوي. خلاص ما في الا هو ما في شيء.
I don't even want to think about what that smell is.
Smith & Wesson, serial S71893.
ممتاز. شفنا اسمه ورقم المسدس.
2 rounds fired. And instead of dropping it down a drain, our shooter hoists it up here. Interesting guy.
شكله طلق عليه وذب المسدس فوق. ما في شيء خلاص.
Now, before the perp tries to leave town.
Found clues will be added to your notebook. شفتوه؟ قلت لكم. هذا اسمي او قضية الليبون ريفليكشن. الاوبن ليبون زبدة. والصديق موجود. اغراض الاغراض يعني وش لقينا وش ما لقينا. هنا يقول لك طلق عليه نار ما ادري شلون هذا ما ادري وش معناته بصراحة. هنا هنا الرتبة يعني الجوائز اظن الجوائز المهمة. هنا الناس عندنا المتهم والمحقق فلويد روز وسكوتر ريتون ما ادري شو اسمه ما اذكر منهم بصراحة. أدلة عندنا الدم والمسدس. مواقع أو أماكن هذا هنا موجود فيه. بس خلاص. الدم مرسوم وكل شيء موجود. مسدس هنا سميث ويلسون ريفولفر نمبر 2 راوندز فاير طلقتين يعني. ممتاز خلاص كفي. شفنا بما فيه الكفاية. نرجع أو نروح سيارتنا.
We have the gun, Cole. Let's take it back to Central. We could get a commendation.
Could show some initiative, Ralph, and see if we can come up with an owner.
That's a long shot, Cole.
It's a pretty fancy gun. You know a local gun store?
Sure. There's a place a couple of blocks from here.
ممتاز. إن الحين بنروح لمحل الأسلحة علشان نسأل البياع عن الرقم التسلسلي حق المسدس أو رقم المسدس ويعطينا من هو اللي شراه.
Are you sure about this? It's not really our gig.
No harm in doing some digging. The suits didn't seem to give much of a damn.
Such a little Boy Scout, Cole. You can't wait to get out of that uniform, can you?
You'd rather round up drunks and help old ladies across the road?
I'd rather get through the day without the captain's foot up my ass.
It'll be fine, Ralph. You worry too much.
Wake up, Cole.
خلاص خالص. شوف هنا وش يا شيخ. ما في شيء. طيب. ممتاز.
Wake up, Cole.
اقطع الصوت. يتألم إذا درلت. يلا يا شيخ أزيم أحس شيء إنه ما يتعب زي طيب كم سيارة خريطة مفتوحة يعني ولا ماب لوج وش لوج هذا الكلام او النقاش اللي بيني وبين الشخص اللي معي. مثلا اقدر ارجع هنا للاشياء اللي قالها. مثلا هنا مكتوب في الوسط في وسط الشاشة بالطبع هنالك مكان قريب من هنا اللي هو يوم سألت انا عن المكان محل الاسلحة. كويس يعني يحفظ الاشياء دي. طيب انا هنا هذا كابل اوف بلاكس. يا ساتر وش الخريطة لا وين والله بعيد. هوليوود ايش ده حشا روك ستار يا ابوي. طيب هوليوود هنا وشي هنا والشاير وهنا سنترال. هنا مركز المدينة في المركز يعني. ممتاز نقدر نقرب من بعد. ممتاز معلمين على كل شيء. طيب هنا بنروح هنا والله لو يحل
God damn it, Cole!
ايش دخل هو اللي جاي. رجل شرطي لازم
Turn left when you take the next right. Next right.
خلاص حل الأسلحة الساعة 10:30. اخلص. طالع فينا ويمسح.
Officers Phelps and Dunn. Can you tell us anything about this gun?
Smith & Wesson, Model 27, registered Magnum. Chambered for .357, nickel-plated with pearl grips. Same gun used by General Patton.
You're not suggesting he's the owner?
No, I'm not.
You seem to know a lot about the weapon.
I ought to. I sold it. You know, this piece will stop a rhino. These babies are only available special order. Here's my Smith & Wesson order book.
You mind if I take a look?
Be my guest. This is about something bad, right?
ممتاز. وين أكيد هنا.
Model 27 with pearl grips, Cole. You see it on there?
طيب أنت دور عليه، أنا أدور عليه يعني. إيش؟ Model 27 شو اسمه؟ والله ما أدري. 27 وإيش؟ هذا مثلا؟ لا أظن أنه هذا هو. أي هذا هو. لا لا مو 27 هذا أو هذا.
We're in luck. Errol Schroeder, 203 South Glass Street. Ordered the gun in February '46. Thanks, you've been a big help.
Anytime. Always happy to help out the LAPD.
Do we call it in?
Let's see if he's at home. Owning the gun doesn't prove he pulled the trigger.
Okay. In for a penny, in for a pound. Lead the way, Gunga Din.
وخر وخر.
Now that wasn't so hard, was it? Just because we're in uniform doesn't mean we can't use our initiative.
I guess so. Seems a little too good to be true. One-of-a-kind murder weapon bought locally using a real name? If Schroeder's our shooter, he's no criminal mastermind.
Most of them aren't. That's why they... Look out! Most of them aren't. That's why they get caught. 2 out of every 3 crimes are done on impulse.
Another fact from the Phelps Encyclopedia of Thin Air. You really are full of it.
Look out!
Go straight over.
الساعة 11 شقة شودرز. هل هو القاتل يا ترى؟ ماذا؟ يقول هنا تقدر تتفقد بريدة عشان تعرف أي شقة ساكن. شقة
Schroeder, apartment 2.
شرودر. وين شرودر؟ خلاص طيب. نشوف. لا تدق الباب. نشوف.
What do you guys want?
I'm Officer Cole Phelps. This is Officer Dunn, Wilshire Division. You're the owner of a Smith & Wesson Model 27, nickel-plated with pearl grips?
I might be. What of it?
Then you'll be surprised to know that Scooter Payton was murdered tonight with your gun.
You're out of your mind. Scooter? He works for me. I have that gun here in my drawer. What the fuck is going on here?
You're under arrest, Schroeder. Cuff him, Ralph.
No way. You're not taking me down for this.
That was a very bad move, Schroeder. Ralph, you all right?
I'm fine. I hardly felt it. He's lucky he caught me off guard.
Keep an eye on him, Ralph. I'm going to take a look around.
الأطباء أقصر location through the discover clues. بحث عن الأدلة أو شيء من هذا القبيل.
Doesn't look like anything. Maybe if... No.
ما في شيء. خلاص. يظهر لي أن ما حد زاره. يعني ما حد جامع أو شيء.
Don't think this is anything.
أو يعني شريك له في الخلاقية. إلى خل. ما في شيء يعني. تفاحة. سالفتها.
This isn't what we're looking for.
هذا لسه ما نبحث عنه. خله. ممتاز. او ماي جاد. اضغط اكس لفتح الصفحات. هذا جدول معين.
List of names and a series of numbers. Floyd Rose's name is in this book.
Phelps, we can come out of this all bright and shiny with a commendation. Or stick our schlongs in a hornet's nest. Call it in, partner. And leave the book where you found it.
Officer Phelps, badge 1247, requesting.
خلاص يعني وجدنا الآن طلع مسدس.
You dumb fucking sons of bitches, get in this line now before I lose my temper.
Excuse me, Sergeant, but...
Excuse me? Fuck you. You say another word and I'll break your fucking head and have you in the brig.
Some of us are here for...
I know why you're here, asswipe.
I'm having a bad day, Private. Some people don't seem to want to get on this bus.
Didn't ask for your help.
He didn't ask for your help. Can you believe this guy? Who are you two? Abbott and Costello?
We're here for OCS, Sergeant.
So it's the three fucking stooges and you're here for OCS.
God help this fucking country and the USMC. The Japanese will do the world a favor and kill you quickly. All three of you are on report. What are your fucking names?
Phelps. Kelso.
Merrill. Any other gentlemen for OCS? OCS is at Elliott. You take the Camp Elliott bus over there. This bus is for MCRD. This bus is for men who want to fight.
Well, you picked the right place, Cole. A city that needed an honest cop like a thirsty man needed water. You'd heard the stories, but you weren't interested. You were here to fight the good fight, solve cases, right wrongs. But the force is like politics. There's no sitting on the fence. You have to choose sides. A brown paper envelope or a Greyhound ticket to Palookaville. It could only ever end one way.
All units to 211 in progress and shots fired at Westlake Savings and Loan, 1415 West 3rd Street. Unit to handle identifying code 3.
We'll take that. It's only a couple blocks from here.
14 Adam calling KGPL. We'll handle the 211.
Roger that, 14 Adam. Be advised, suspects are armed and dangerous.
Roger, KGPL. 14 Adam en route.
Officer needs help, 103 and 2.
Careful! Cole, we got things to do.
Make it quick, you guys. The cops are here. We gotta move it.
It really hurts.
Take it slow. Backup will be here soon.
Kill a cop, and it's the electric chair. Give me some cover.
That's it? We got them all? I think we got them, Cole. Should be all clear. Lieutenant Hopkins says anytime you reach for the shotguns, you're either going to end up dead or wearing a citation. So I guess...
It's okay, Ralph. You did well in there. I'm glad you had my back. Man couldn't ask for a better partner.
يقول المهمة إذا أخذت فيها الشotgun يا
This kind of opportunity comes along once in a lifetime, Hank. I have to grasp it.
You have to survive it first, Cole. Here are the veterans. The Japs love to shoot officers.
If I can make a name for myself in this war, my future...
Thinking of taking on a company of the Emperor's finest single-handed? You don't seem the Sergeant York type to me.
When I need your opinion, Kelso, I'll ask for it.
They talk about officers like you in boot camp, Cole. They call it the Custer syndrome. Guys who go around dreaming of fame and glory and getting all of their men killed in the process.
Our duty is to lead, Kelso.
And their duty is to die for your wonderful future?
Cole Phelps and Jack Kelso. With some people, it's as simple as chemistry. Two guys who should have been friends, but their personalities got in the way. Phelps, a good guy, wound way too tight. And Kelso, a quiet man who could never walk away from a fight.
Well, it's a shame you don't like to talk about it, Cole.
Ralph, friends who want to stay friends don't discuss religion or politics. And in my case, you can add the war to that.
I know that bum. Wendell Bowers. I put him away before. He jumped parole. Get after him, Phelps. I'll head him off in the car.
Wendell Bowers! Stop! LAPD!
You can go screw yourselves.
Why, you! He's hiding in the alley! Bowers! Hold it right there!
Stop now or I will shoot. I won't tell you again, Wendell.
Jesus, Dunn! Watch your fire!
Don't want to do this, Wendell. Get down from there right now.
Give it up, Wendell!
Stay the hell away from me!
You've got to be kidding!
You fucking asked for it. There's no way I'm going back inside. I've done my time.
It's over, Bowers!
You assholes already screwed me once.
Give it up, Bowers! There's nowhere left to go!
Looks like we've got the place to ourselves.
Hey, عطى. Hey, hey, hey. اديت على خشمه.
How you doing, Wendell? Your parole officer's feeling lonely. He's got a hole in his life for an asshole like you. You can make it up to him in 10 years' time. Watch your head. This hump will be back in the Iron Hotel by tomorrow night. Nice work, Cole. You run track in high school?
قلت تلعب حبشة وانت في المدرسة.
Part of the tradition of the Marine Corps and being an officer in the Marine Corps is the ability to make tough decisions. The right decision is not always the popular one. The right decision will get the men you care about killed. These ratings and your ability to give them frankly and truthfully directly affect your chances of successfully becoming a Marine officer. Candidate Phelps, you have...
سبتايتل الا خلها هون يا شيخ. فوتو مود. تحكم كلو ميوزك اوتو ولا اون ميوزك ويل اوتوماتيكلي فيد كلوز وهنتس سكيب والله ما ادري لكن خل كل شيء خليه يحفظها اننا نبي الترجمة يا ابوي.
The floor. Esprit de Corps. Merrill, 10. Franklin, 8. Weiss, 8. Donahoe, 6. Kowalski, 6. Hudson, 5. Kelso, 2. Leadership, Donahoe, 8. Franklin, 7. Merrill, 6. Kowalski, 6. Weiss, 5. Hudson, 5. Kelso, 1. Candidate Kelso!
I'm sorry, Captain, but I joined the Marine Corps to fight the enemy, not get involved in this schoolboy chicken shit.
Kelso, in my office, now!
أحسن. هذا هو.
For every cop, there's the case that makes you. Gives you that leg up. Gets you recognized as the shining new star in the squad. The case that you solve that shows that you have the gumption, the gung-ho, the get up and go to make you stand out from your average rank-and-file patrolman. This could be the one, Cole.
LAPD, could you stand clear of the body, please? Has anyone called an ambulance?
We've called an ambulance and the police, but I'm afraid he's dead.
Okay, stand further back and move along. It's your choice, but make it quick, people.
Hey, Cole. You got here quick.
My beat crosses 7th Street.
Okay. You're first reporting then. We'll get a perimeter going and move the crowd on. You better see what you can find out before the homicide dicks show up. I'll be with you in a moment. Everybody stay back. Let us do our job.
هذه مسرح الجريمة وفي
Broad daylight, crowded street. Now I've seen everything.
شكله بنك 52 دولار 52,000 ولا 52 دولار.
C. Galetta. Layaway receipt. Pearl earrings. Made out to Bank of Arcadia.
All right. Yes, it's a dead person. We should make sure we've checked the whole crime scene before questioning the witness.
Can I help you, sir?
I'm Officer Phelps, miss. I'm here about the shooting. Did you know the victim?
He was my boss. Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage's first name.
Everett.
And you are?
Galleta. Clovis Galleta.
خلنا نسألها. شفت المنتهى ولا شفت Witness details are ممتاز. Question are listed on the right. يعني الأسئلة على اليمين ومعلومات عن الشاهد أو هذا على اليسار.
Do you think you could tell me exactly what happened, miss?
I look around the shops at lunch. I was in a store when Mr. Gage, my boss, bursts in yelling that I'm late on my lunch.
And?
We came back. I was angry. I walked in front. I heard shots. I turned and saw Mr. Gage fall.
مرات لازم تسمع انها مخطئ وكذاب او شيء. في كد في الموضوع. If you think I was lying and you have good cop, bad cop. والله ما ادري لكن خلنا نسأل عن الطلق اول شيء. سألنا عنه. ممتاز. ACCUs وش معناتها هذه؟ خلينا نشوف. ACCUs وجه تهمة يعني ولا في كذب في الموضوع، فلا توجه تهمة. خلنا نشوف باد كاب.
I'm having a hard time believing that, young lady. Do you want to be taken to a police cell?
You're hardly any older than me. Don't you dare talk to me that way.
A man is dead, Miss Scaletta, and it's a criminal offense to lie to a police officer. I ought to take you downtown.
Get out! Get out right now! Send in one of the other policemen if you must, but I won't say another word to you.
سويت نفسي الشرطي السيء، وهذا كان قرار خاطئ. اني قاعد اشوفها كانها تكذب. كذابة.
I don't think this is going to help us.
خلها طيب. هنا في شيء ما في شيء. الباب هذا يا عمي، الباب هذا ما في شيء. طيب هيا طيب خلينا نشوف الخريطة، يمكن في شيء علم مع الخريطة. لا ما في شيء. الناس الأدلة مراجعة الأدلة. طلق نار. الأدلة. المواقع. نشوف المواقع. في موقع هنا أظن هذا هو نفسه. إيش فيه؟
Safe around here anymore.
في الزبالة. جبتك يا اسمع.
FN Browning. Serial number 01138. Might need to run it by a gun store.
We have the murder weapon?
But no murderer. The girl saw it all, but she clammed up on me. We could trace the gun.
Eagleson's gun store's a couple blocks from here.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
Tate, maintain the perimeter.
لحظة في شيء يلمع تحت. انتبه.
Shell casings. These look like 32s.
فيش قاعد.
But I had to pay admission.
The early bird gets the worm. The second mouse gets the cheese.
As the cannibals finished off eating the clown, one said,
that taste funny to you?
يتكلم عليه بعد مواقع.
What did I tell you about going too hard on the witness? She's a store assistant, not a prisoner of war.
Is that supposed to be funny?
I'm just saying that sometimes you need to pour some sugar on these broads. God damn it, Cole!
And since when are you the expert? We got the murder weapon, didn't we?
You shouldn't dole it out if you can't take it, Phelps. She was a looker, though. Tell me I'm wrong.
No wonder you're suddenly so obsessed with bedside manner.
يعلمني يقول المفروض ما تتهمني ما تتهم يعني ما اتكلم مع هذا القسم ولا شيء. طيب هسه الرجال.
Officers, what can I do you for?
Officers Phelps and Dunn, sir, Wilshire Division. We need you to trace a serial number.
Sure. What's the make and model?
FN Browning, model 1922. The serial number is 01138.
You don't say. Well, I didn't sell it. Europeans love them, but it's pretty rare you find one over here. Although I did have one in here a couple of weeks back.
Remember the owner?
Yeah. Kalu. Edgar Kalu was his name. Thing looked like he'd never been fired, but he brought it in here for cleaning anyway. Then he bought a box of cartridges and he left.
Do you know where we can find Mr. Kalu?
Told me he was on his lunch break. Said he worked at Hartfield's jewelry store just up on Broadway.
Thanks for your help.
ممتاز. انه يشتغل في محل ذهب او شيء زي كذا. طيب الشاي يشتغل السيارة مو من هنا لكن
Officer, can I interest you in a new watch?
Officer Cole Phelps, are you Edgar Kalu?
No. Mr. Kalu is out back. He said he'd lie down. I'll buzz him for you.
نصاب بينحاش.
Son of a bitch! Go, Cole, go!
Get away!
Kalu! Get back here!
Would you recommend this?
يقولوا ايم وشوت.
There he is, officer!
injured. طيب هذا المطلوب. فشلت القضية ليه؟ هو ما يبغونه يصيب المتهم يلا مو مشكلة.
Officer Cole Phelps, are you Edgar Kalu?
No. Mr. Kalu is out back. He said he'd lie down. I'll buzz him for you.
Son of a bitch! Go, Cole, go!
Get away!
Kalu! Get back here!
Boy, let's take us in better days.
stop or I will shoot. Edgar Kalu, you're under arrest for the murder of Everett Gage.
The case that makes you and the case that breaks you. The one you never solve. The one that keeps you awake at night. The case that gnaws at your guts and ruins your marriage. The case that keeps you propping up a bar as you relive the what-ifs, the might-have-beens, the half-leads, and the half-truths. The case that other cops murmur about whenever you walk past. The case you never, ever discuss.
God's mill may grind slowly, but it grinds finely, son. I hear it's you who nabbed our malefactor from the shooting yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Then tell me, Boyle, I hear you're quite the climber, a man of initiative. How would you like a chance at smiting this man with the sword of justice?
You're asking me to conduct the interview, sir?
I am, young Phelps. You've only been with us a short time and you've assembled yourself a stellar arrest record. Not to mention the fine work you did in the war, sending heathens back to the hell they came from. But I'm curious as to whether you can turn your hand to interrogation. Takes a certain animal cunning, lad. Do you think you might be ready for that?
Yes, sir. I think I am.
Good man. You need many things for a conviction, young Phelps. A motive, opportunity, hard evidence, and best of all, a confession. If you fail in the former, you can always use a modicum of violence to obtain the latter. How are you feeling, lad?
Fine, sir.
Very good. The evidence is overwhelming. May the cat eat him and the cat be eaten by the devil. Bring me a confession, young Phelps. This is your chance. Don't fail me.
ابغى استجوب هذا وابغى والله ما اقعد صراحه استجوب.
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that.
Shooting.
Let's talk about the shooting. Do you deny shooting Everett Gage?
I'm a businessman. I run a jewelry store. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sure my lawyer can clear all this up.
خلنا نتكلم عن الفوتشر المجوهرات. فونجاليتا شو اسمه ذا؟ شو اسمه؟
You blew a man out of his socks over an empty grudge, you son of a bitch. Do you think I have sympathy for you?
That's the way. Keep needling me. Try the rough stuff, and my lawyer will be making an official complaint. I've just got to keep my mouth shut and watch you run around in circles. We're done. Unless you want to keep making a schmuck of yourself.
والله فشل.
You disappoint me, Cole Phelps. Get back in there and raise some lumps, boy! I need a confession!
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that. Let's talk about the shooting. Do you deny shooting Everett Gage?
I'm a businessman. I run a jewelry store. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sure my lawyer can clear all this up.
Come on, Mr. Kalu. Make this easier on yourself. Get it off your conscience.
You think I'm stupid? You think I'll just do whatever you want because you're a nice guy? I've just got to keep my mouth shut and watch you run around in circles. We're done. Unless you want to keep making a schmuck of yourself.
You disappoint me, Cole Phelps. Get back in there and raise some lumps, boy! I need a confession!
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that.
يا أخي.
Let's talk about the shooting. Do you deny shooting Everett Gage?
I'm a businessman. I run a jewelry store. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sure my lawyer can clear all this up.
طيب اختار الخيار الأول ما نفع، الثاني ما نفع، ما بلا الثالث.
You deny owning a Browning pistol, serial number 01138.
I owned a gun, yes, but it was stolen in a burglary a couple years ago. You can't prove I used my gun on Gage.
بروف إلا أوريك كيف. هذا هو.
Gage was an asshole, but his death wasn't down to me. I've just got to keep my mouth shut and watch you run around in circles. We're done. Unless you want to keep making a schmuck of yourself.
You disappoint me, Cole Phelps. Get back in there and raise some lumps, boy! I need a confession!
لا ازعجني وش يبغى؟
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that. Let's talk about the shooting. Do you deny shooting Everett Gage?
I'm a businessman. I run a jewelry store. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sure my lawyer can clear all this up.
تهمة.
You deny owning a Browning pistol, serial number 01138.
I owned a gun, yes, but it was stolen in a burglary a couple years ago. You can't prove I used my gun on Gage.
ما تقدر ذا. في شيء يتعلق بالذهب به. طلق النار لا. يقول هذا مسروق. والطلقات موجودة بس ما لها دخل. وهذا ما لها دخل. الذهب وش دخله طيب؟
Gage was an asshole, but his death wasn't down to me. I've just got to keep my mouth shut and watch you run around in circles. We're done. Unless you want to keep making a schmuck of yourself.
You disappoint me, Cole Phelps. Get back in there and raise some lumps, boy! I need a confession!
فشلتني قدام الشرطة كلهم.
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that.
محقق. Jewel store owned and murder suspect.
Let's talk about the shooting. Do you deny shooting Everett Gage?
I'm a businessman. I run a jewelry store. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sure my lawyer can clear all this up.
طيب تهم الحين. خلصنا.
You deny owning a Browning pistol, serial number 01138.
I owned a gun, yes, but it was stolen in a burglary a couple years ago. You can't prove I used my gun on Gage.
لا يمكنك تهمتي بأنني استخدمت المسدس. Shooting.
Sorry. Sometimes you have to shake the tree to see what falls out.
You had the gun cleaned and bought a new box of ammunition. The store owner remembers you and where you work.
Is that so? It's amazing what the Nebbishes will recall when it suits them.
Let's change the subject. You fasting for Yom Kippur, Mr. Kalu?
Yeah, let's change the subject, you going motherfucker. How about baseball?
You're not denying you're a Jew, Mr. Kalu.
This is America. It's not Germany. It's not...
Mr. Kalu.
Yeah, and I guess you're one of them.
Gage hated Jews, didn't he, Mr. Kalu?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're lying, Kalu. I think you lent Gage money, and he owed you payment.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm done with you. Go flap your gums somewhere else. I want my lawyer. I've just got to keep my mouth shut and watch you run around in circles. We're done. Unless you want to keep making a schmuck of yourself.
You disappoint me, Cole Phelps. Get back in there and raise some lumps, boy! I need a confession!
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that. Let's talk about the shooting. Do you deny shooting Everett Gage?
I'm a businessman. I run a jewelry store. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sure my lawyer can clear all this up.
You deny owning a Browning pistol, serial number 01138.
I owned a gun, yes, but it was stolen in a burglary a couple years ago. You can't prove I used my gun on Gage.
You had the gun cleaned and bought a new box of ammunition. The store owner remembers you and where you work.
Is that so? It's amazing what the Nebbishes will recall when it suits them.
Let's change the subject. You fasting for Yom Kippur, Mr. Kalu?
Yeah, let's change the subject, you going motherfucker. How about baseball?
You're not denying you're a Jew, Mr. Kalu.
This is America. It's not Germany. It's not a crime.
Some people don't like Jews, Mr. Kalu.
Yeah, and I guess you're one of them.
Gage hated Jews, didn't he, Mr. Kalu?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're lying, Kalu. I think you lent Gage money, and he owed you payment.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm done with you. Go flap your gums somewhere else. I want my lawyer. I've just got to keep my mouth shut and watch you run around in circles. We're done. Unless you want to keep making a schmuck of yourself.